it just drives me crazy that people don't understand that buildings are not just for ego or for building or for investment, they're for use. And it's the people stupid type thing, moving the debate from cost to value. But the value is in the people. And some people are talking about it, but the vast majority of people just can't seem to get their head around it. What I've been doing is actually trying to reach out and build connections with the 20-year-olds. I have a 24-year-old niece in Australia who's actually decided to go into HR. So I asked her about this stuff. And some of the feedback she provides are really interesting. Most companies and management are very naive about the impact millennials and their ideas are going to have. Here's a really interesting one. Lack of transparency causes mistrust and even anxiety for us millennials. Group work will thrive, but it doesn't suit everybody. Working from home, almost everyone has remote access these days. There will be hardly anyone in the office. From a HR perspective, it seems a nightmare to monitor. But most millennials prefer not to be face-to-face. It puts them on the spot. And here's the killer. I feel hierarchy is on its way out already. And that's, she's just been promoted to become a human resource manager of a major law firm in Sydney. Now, simplicity, I think, is probably the holy grail, because we have made life way, way too complex in every aspect. I was just reviewing a slide deck last week where a major firm of real estate advisors and workplace advisors, who's probably the biggest in the world, had 80 pages to send one message. Why do we feel the need to, less is more in that respect? What is real quality rather than, you don't get paid by the page or by the word you write. You've got to actually start taking time back to think a little bit. And I've been very lucky in my BBC journey to do two things. One, to have the ability to experiment. And laterally in the last since I changed from my full-time job, to use the time that I wasn't working on the BBC project to actually sit back and think and to look at, I've been really privileged, enormously lucky to do the things I've been allowed to do. And you just put those in context and you say, okay, what does my cog look like in the overall system? Driven by the millennials, they'll say, look, we can multitask, but we want to do so in a simple manner. And, that great catchphrase of the VUCA world, I think invented by the US military, I think in the late 50s, still relevant today. And particularly given your culture, whether it's British, American, Danish, Middle East, whatever, different people deal with ambiguity in different ways. Why not then, bring people together, but also to look at this whole agenda of simplicity?